Hi guys, so perhaps something is beginning to happen. Trade union workers and others who aren't a member of a trade union took to the streets on Saturday to demonstrate for action on the cost of living crisis. It was truly a wonderful thing to see thousands upon thousands of ordinary people from different parts of the workforce marching together to highlight the struggles that they're facing and to demand that the Tory government begin to put in measures to help workers, not just the crumbs that we've seen so far. Sky News spoke to two ladies who were marching and they explained why they were there.
I have two social care workers here with me from Birmingham. We have Patricia and Yvonne. Thank you for joining us and talking to us. Patricia, we'll start with you. Just tell me how hard it's been for you.
It's been very difficult. You have to juggle with two jobs. I'm a lecturer. I look after my daughter who has got mental health issues. It is hard. We demand better pay. We demand better sick pay. We demand better for our children. We are tired of being lied to. We are tired with the government that lied to us constantly. We deserve better. We demand better pay. We demand sick pay. That's why we are here today. All the workers in England, they deserve better because they work very hard. Thank you.
Yvonne, just give me a sense of, you're also a social care worker. You don't get paid very much, do you? So how hard has it been for you with everything going up and the fact that you worked during the pandemic?
It's very hard. Sometimes you look on your gas and your electric and you started to cry because you don't know which one to top up first. You can't go without either, but you have to find a way to do it. You have to be working 50, 60 hours so you're able to meet your bills and pay your rent. This is not acceptable in today, the 21st century. This Tory government needs to do something for care workers. We deserve better. We have worked through the pandemic, all through the pandemic, and we did not even get a recognition from our provider to say thank you for your hard work that you have done. It's not acceptable. We deserve better, and that's the reason why we are here today. We need to be able to pay our bills and live comfortably.
Well said to both of these ladies, and I believe that they came down from Birmingham, so I don't know if it's the case, but it's likely that they paid their own train fare. These are people who are struggling at the moment, and they decided, I want to be at this march, so extra kudos to them for that. But the main points that they talked about, of course, is the cost of living crisis and the fact that one lady is working two jobs and she's struggling. The other is working 50, 60 hours a week. And I don't know if you heard it, but she talked about crying when she had to decide whether to top up her gas or top up her electricity. And the key point there, of course, being top up, meaning that she has a prepaid meter. So most of her money is probably going on bills and rent, and she has almost nothing left. And she's working more and more. And it's also important to remember that care workers are probably one of the worst paid groups in healthcare, which is shameful. So I want to say massive kudos to these people for going down there on Saturday to London to march. And I've said before that marching is important, but a letter to an MP has a bigger impact. And I'm not taking away from this march. I think it's extremely important that people vent their anger, vent their frustration. This is a conduit. This is a way for them to do that, and it needs to be encouraged. I don't know how much pressure this will put on Boris Johnson. I also believe a letter to an MP, your local MP, especially if it's a Tory, will have an extra impact. That needs to be followed up too. But I hope to see more of these protests, more of these marches. This was organised by trade unions, but also people who are not members of the trade union came along too to show their support. Something has to change. If people are struggling at the moment to pay their bills, to pay their rent, and inflation has not yet peaked, it's expected to hit between 10 and 11% later this year. How are people supposed to survive? How are they supposed to pay their bills and feed their families? Something has to change, and it can't be these crumbs that Rishi Sunak has thrown to the public. Something really has to happen. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.